in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders on haters, just ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bad kitchen. I'm liberated.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night between the Cleveland Browns and the Indianapolis Colts. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Returnable for Grant. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Browns will take over, first and 10.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
First and 10, here's Pickett. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And some room to roam now. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 34 yards there and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Browns. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I'm so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They give him a gain of 38.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. On play action, they'll throw. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Browns drive about to get started. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's Chubb on the read option. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw, Pickett. And that is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time able to get 3.
That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Second and 6. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Pickett. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper from 3 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll get this off to Taylor. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Browns drive about to get started. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 58 yards rushing for him now to this point. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Pickett. And that is taken in by Njoku. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 47 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Let's go now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to... And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
York able to send this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Off play action. Pickett. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Looking to throw again on second down. Pickett. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down, Browns.
Pickett to throw on 1st down. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control and see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Pickett now on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Pickett back to the air on second down. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. First and 10, here's Pickett. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his round, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Chubb will get the call, running left. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 79 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Pickett on 3rd and 1. This one caught left side by Cooper. Touchdown! Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Browns just continue to roll. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And look at this. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Well, following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
2nd and 4. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. Defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Sets up 4th down.
On 4th down, Ellinger. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Ellinger to throw. That's going to be caught by Allie Cox. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll run here with Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On second and goal, Ellinger. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. No gain on the play there, second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
A gain of 7 yards. Let's go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying with Pickett here on 3rd down. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests. But in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front seven, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Fair catch signaled for and taken, and that punt went nowhere. So a change of possession here on the punt. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. He's got the connection to Cooper. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking for and finding Amari Cooper again. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
2nd down and goal. Pickett. That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind?
Yeah, let me show you how to be a star.